Hey guys, this is very much going to be a talking video. I want to talk about my New Year's resolutions and how I'm going to combat them, and hopefully you can follow along and think about some of your resolutions and how you want this new year to go. There are two things that I did. I did a bingo thing. I'm going to put it up on my wall so I can look at it every day, and then I have my journal, which is more of a scrapbook, but I did write down some of my goals and resolutions. I know a lot of people don't like New Year's resolutions because it's like, you're never actually going to do it and that kind of thing, but I completely disagree. I think the problem isn't setting the goals themselves, but it's how you view the goals and what kind of goals you're setting for yourself, right? So one thing that I've done is, and I got this from my brother, instead of calling it goals or like resolutions, I've just been calling it dreams, because to me it makes it more like I'm more desired to achieve it, you know? A goal sounds so, my goal is to do this kind of boring thing that I don't want to do, but I have to do it. But a dream is like something you aspire to. And I think when you're looking at it from the perspective of trying to aspire to something, it just works way better. Like mindset-wise, I think mindset's a lot of it, but I'm gonna tell you guys some of my 2026 dreams. I want to work out more and be more active. I just don't work out that much. I used to go to the gym at like almost every day, and it got like kind of competitive for me almost, and I started to get really anxious and insecure around people my age, because comparison, comparing my body, comparing like my strength and things like that, and I just started to not enjoy it, and I got scared to go to the gym, which I think a lot of people definitely feel, that fear of like, you don't want people looking at you, you don't want to be judged. But I really want to get back into it, and maybe from a different perspective this time, because so when I went to the gym, it was mostly, I did rock climbing. And that's a sport, right? And I got too competitive for me, so I want to combat that again, not from the competitive sport way, but in the, I'm trying to be healthier and be able to have more energy and things like that. So things that like the three things that I really want to do. I want to do more yoga. I fucking love yoga. I want to stretch more. Can't touch my toes. It's like, I'm very young is a problem. And I love Pilates. So there's that. And the way I want to combat this is, it's not like it's something I have to do. I don't have to go to the gym. I don't have to work on my body. I want to work on my body, and I want to go to the gym, and you have to always look at the positive effects of it. Like, I know I get tired a lot. I think if I work out, I'll be more energized during the day, and that is so important to me, and that's something that I can look forward to. So that's like a dream of mine. This next one is so funny. I want to post regularly. I haven't been doing it. Posting regularly, I mean on my YouTube. Yeah, it's really discouraging when I make videos and they just don't do well. But I definitely want to branch out this year, and I know that consistency is what gets me more followers. I do want to post more, and I want to share my life more and try to, all that stuff. The actual act of like writing the title and organizing everything and then posting it and editing is kind of, sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's definitely a chore, but thinking about the reward of it can help, but sometimes the reward is just a couple likes, a couple comments. So that one's a little, I'm still thinking about. I want to do more gigs. I want to meet more producers. I do about maybe 2 gigs a month. I need to do more gigs. I want to get more of my music out there. I want to meet producers. I know that a very old way to meet producers is to do gigs in places, and now it's all online, and I definitely have trouble with the online stuff, because the marketing is all something that I don't really understand, but gosh, and I love performing. I need to do more gigs, and that's like not even something like a dream that's short of me. It's not short. I always want to do it. This is a fun one. I want to live like I'm already rich, and I want to treat myself well, because I think so. I struggle with anxiety and all that stuff, everything a teenager and everyone really struggles with. I often find myself saying like, you don't deserve this, or you're never going to get this. And I think that mindset and treating myself like I don't deserve something is, I don't know, it's like the I think therefore I am. Like, I think I'm not good enough, therefore I'm not good enough. that's how important mindset is. I just understood that quote, I think, therefore, you know, I didn't even get it until I recently, and it's good to spoil yourself. I think it's really important to practice self-care, and not just like, I think self-care has been so romanticized on the internet on what it means to practice self-care and stuff, but like, I think, to me at least, it means spending like 25 minutes a day where I'm just focusing on myself and thinking about myself, and not in the pity way, but in the, how am I feeling, and what do I want to do today, and who am I dealing with today, as in myself, like what kind of me am I dealing with today, because I'm not going to be the same every day, that's fucking for sure. I've definitely, you know, so that's really important to me. I think self-care is so important, and yeah. Okay, so this is like we're going back to the chores thing, like the working on certain skills. So I have a couple things on here. I have trumpet. I play trumpet professionally, educationally for school. I play trumpet. I'm not very good at it. It's so hard for me to find motivation to do that. So that's my separate thing that I need to work on. I have piano and guitar and vocals, which is everything that I show you guys. I know that I'm like okay at everything, you know, like I think my problem with a lot of things is that I'm okay at a lot of things, but I'm not really good at one thing, and I don't want to be really good at one thing and bad at everything else, you know. I want to be good at everything, which a lot of people have told me is unachievable. Just focus on one thing. I will like never be able to do that. I'm always going to want to, like, if I pursue a career in music, which I will, I'm still going to be thinking about science in the back of my mind. It's always going to be there. So I have to do everything. But the thing about doing a lot of things is that you have to work on them. And I definitely coast off my talent a lot. And the coasting off of talent is such a bad road to go down, because you think you're so good, and then you surround yourself with more people who are also doing the same thing as you, and then you realize you're not so good. But yeah, I just want to work on that stuff more. I have dance and acting, and then kind of the separate part of what I want to do. I mean, really what I want to be is like a pop star or a rock star. Yeah. And dancing and acting is such a huge part of that, and a lot of musical stars are also stars in film, and I love being in films. I love being in TV shows. God, I love being on set. Even as like an extra, it's so fun. I love self-taping and auditioning, and I want to do that more, definitely. But yeah, I think it's important to find skills that you're really passionate about, and just put it out there that you want to work on them. Like, YouTube is a fucking lifesaver. I have found so many things that I can do on YouTube, or learn to do on YouTube. Half of my guitar, like, I'm fully self-taught guitar. It's all from YouTube. I couldn't have done it without YouTube. Like, yeah, God, I love YouTube. So I'm hoping at some point I can do my own things to help people. Well, I hope this is helping people a little bit. Yeah, this is just like, for real, good hygiene routine. I'm pretty hygienic, I think. I definitely don't have a set routine, and I prefer to have a set routine. I had one when I was working at a summer camp. That definitely was there, but I think during school I get a little mixed up, and I think it's kind of like a taboo a little bit to talk about hygiene and the struggles with hygiene in relation to mental health. But I forget to brush my teeth sometimes. Sometimes I go like 2 days without showering and it'll be gross, and I just want to try to make sure that doesn't happen as much. I think it's a part of the self-care thing of like taking care of yourself, your mind, and your body. It's so important to how you feel and what you achieve in that time of your life. So I just want to set that in stone and really get that rolling. And as well with my sleep schedule, because my sleep hygiene is a fucking nightmare. I don't sleep. I am a napper. It's so bad. I woke up at like 11 today. I mean, it's not school, so it's fine, but no, I need to sleep better. It's my phone, mostly. I think I'm on my phone a lot before I go to bed. I have to scroll, I have to look at that, or else I just lay in bed and think about my horrible day or whatever, you know, is going on in my life, and
all I do is sit and look at my phone and think of all the terrible things that I've done.
But reading is really helpful because it kind of slows your brain down. You're not being overwhelmed with information. But God, I need some help with my phone. It's such a horrible addiction, I think. Yeah. Anyways, I have eat and make more food on here. This has to do with kind of the taking care of yourself and the hygiene part. I just don't eat enough. I don't find food very appetizing. Not a lot of food, at least. And I don't eat a lot of diverse foods, and I really want to. I'm definitely very American. I eat a lot of hamburgers and pasta and anything that's like beige, I'll eat. I want to make more food because I do not like a lot of my food. It's often a microwave situation, but I don't really know how to cook, which is probably a skill I should get on. This is, again, it's all about taking care of yourself and your... I'm home alone, so that was scary. Feeding yourself, like, mentally and physically, and yeah. You just have to treat yourself better. Everyone. Just treat yourself like... Oh, I saw this really great thing that was like, if you swapped bodies with your best friend or your mom or someone you really, really care about, and you had to kind of be in that body for like a year, how would you treat that body? What would you do to make sure that when you gave that body back to your loved one, that they wouldn't be like, what the fuck? Like, it's easier to think about myself in the third person sometimes in that way of like, because I'm very self-deprecating. I have a lot of anxiety. I'll say that a lot in this video. Like, I'm very much like, I'm not good enough, you know, but if I think of it from a kind of an outward perspective, that I'm just a person, it definitely is helpful. 1 book a month. My God. I'm already doing this. It's pretty easy for me. Reading is not easy for everyone. I know that definitely. And it wasn't for me for a while because I just kind of don't have time. But let me tell you, there's so much time in a day where you could be reading. I didn't even know this until I started really reading. I take the subway. I live in New York, so I take the subway, and when you're waiting for a subway, instead of scrolling on your phone, you can just open a book and read it. You have your phone on you, you know it's in your pocket. You can check it whenever you want, but that extra time you can spend reading. Even if it's just like 1 page that you have extra time to do. Or like in class, I finished my work early. I have like 5 minutes left of class. I could sit there and do nothing. I could go on my phone, but I read, and it's so good. And reading before bed, and even in the morning too, is really helpful. And I think it's so important to think about the way that you consume different types of media, and I consider literature kind of media, because reading a book is kind of like this back and forth and this kind of relationship, especially in a time where we're being told what to think, we're being told how we perceive things, but when you're just reading a book, no one's telling you how you should perceive the book, you know, and everyone can get something different out of one book, and I think that's so beautiful. It's this relationship, it's a back and forth as you're reading it. And it builds your brain, I swear to God, and it's so important to think about how you feel about something and what you want to take out of something. So if you get anything out of this video, it is think about the way that you consume media. And I'm talking about books, I'm talking about movies, I'm talking about music. Like, those are my top fucking 3. Like, listening to a variety of music is so important. Watching a variety of movies is important. Reading a variety of books is important because it shapes your brain and how you look at the world. If you only read romance books, if you only watch romance movies, and if you only listen to like Taylor Swift, you're going to see the world kind of through this one lens. At least that's what I found. And I think it's important to look at every lens you can possibly find. Becoming disgustingly educated and a little pretentious, I think it's important. I think it's education. I think that's a way of educating yourself. I could make so many videos on that. Fucking trust me. To school on time. Yeah, this goes with my sleep schedule. Yeah, getting to places on time is really hard for me because I'm what psychologists call time creative. So I don't take into account that the bus could be late or that I might run into this problem or I might not get everything that I need. So I definitely am not good at that. But I want to be, because I want to be someone who's constantly late. Because if I'm meeting my friends, I hate the feeling of being late. Because I feel like if there's one person that you're meeting and you're late, then that's shitty. Because then they're like waiting there and they're like, oh, hi, sorry, I'm late. And you feel bad. with a couple friends you can go out, or just don't be late. It's not cool being late. Unless it's to a party, I guess. I don't really get that whole, you be hour late to, I don't get it. I don't have any friends. I'm gonna go to parties. And then I made a bingo thing. I'm gonna color it. I'm a little late. And this is more specific things that I can cross off. But I did this, cross it off. So I'm gonna go through every single one. And I'm not gonna go as in-depth as I did for this. By the way, I fucking love this book. This is my scrapbook. It's where it's my journal, basically. I write things and I tape things down. My fucking fave. Okay, meet a producer. I'm trying to meet a producer, at least one, talk about my music. I want to record my music. It is so unbelievably hard to record music. I didn't even know how hard it was until I tried, and I can't, and I hate everyone. Number 2, I want to practice gratitude and mindfulness every day. I have a lot of ups and downs. Life is a wave for me. It's very much a wave. And some days I'm like, I'm so grateful I have this and blah, blah, blah. And other days I'm like, I hate everyone and I'm the worst and I don't have anything and all these people have so much and I don't have anything. I'm trying to get that out of my system. I understand that anger can be very helpful. I can make a video on that too. My God, anger can be so helpful, even though it's often used as a weapon. But I never, or at least once every day, I want to be able to acknowledge what I have and that I'm doing well, because it's good for my brain. I'll get some water. Okay. This is funny. I'm gonna meet a celebrity. I meet a lot of celebrities, actually. Not to brag. No. Just because I live in a really big city. And I get a lot of opportunities. But I just want to keep it going, because in a way I'm networking. Not really, because it's more like, oh my God, I love you so much. But maybe they'll remember me. I want to work out 5 times a week. I don't know if it's a 5 or a 3. I think it's a 3, but I think I put 3 because it's realistic. I would love to work out 5 times a week. That's like definitely my dream, but 3 makes more sense. I have a gym at my school and I have weight training. So it's possible. It's very possible. Yeah. Oh God, practice trumpet on weekends. Ugh, gross. I play every day for maybe like 2 or 3 hours in school. And then on the weekends I'm like, fuck yeah, I don't have to play trumpet. I should be playing trumpet, shouldn't I? Film 2 plus self-tapes. I don't actually film a lot of self-tapes. It's usually only when a Disney thing rolls around and I just shoot my shot, or any big open call things, but I would like to do more. I think even if I don't get the role, which I never do, it's good to practice acting. Do service work abroad. So this summer, I'm doing service work abroad, and some things that I put on here are things I already know I'm doing for sure. So that's something I'm doing for sure, and I want to check it off, and I want to feel like I did something really cool. This one is insanely unrealistic. Reach 5K on YouTube. I don't even have 1K, but wouldn't that be so great? I'm going to post more. I'm going to do it. I think. Welding and glass blowing, 2 new projects. So over the summer, I am in this program where I get to teach kids how to do metalworking, as in like sculpture work. So part of that is welding and blacksmithing, glass blowing. I'm not a very good glass blower, but I do want to make new projects. Do 5+ gigs outside of my main gig that I do every month. I talked about this. It's important. Read 12+ books. I'm already this is my 2nd book this year. So we're going good. Turn 17. It's gonna happen anyways, whatever I do. But it's mine in the middle, so it's kind of like my free spot, Stretch daily. I talked about this. It's just I just want to be more flexible. Lots of movie theater dates. I love going to movie theaters. I recently went to a movie theater with my friend, and it was like an old movie theater, and you could watch old movies. So fun. I love nerding out about movies, about everything. I think it's so fun. I'm so excited to go to like all the Marvel movie, the new stuff this year. It's, yeah, exciting. I want to start cycle syncing. A lot of my audience, I don't know how much of my audience is female, actually, but if you are, this is so important. Basically, it's syncing your whole menstrual cycle with your mood and with like what foods make me feel good when I'm like in this part of my cycle, and what activities make me feel good. I already started doing this year, and it has been so fucking amazing. There's this really good app. I'll put it like here. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called Lively, but yeah. Do 2+ film jobs. I'm a film actor sometimes. What the fuck? No, I'm not. I mean, like, I do some stuff. I was in Long Bright River. I did this new TV show called CIA, which is like a spinoff for FBI. I did some Law and Order. I just want to keep that coming, keep the money coming. Yeah, and I said this before, and I'll always say it. I love being on sets. Even if I have to wake up at 4 a.m. and I'm exhausted and the food is horrible. Yeah. I'm going to LA college trip. I'm going to LA in about a month to look at colleges and to see my friends. I love LA. I've never been, but I love it, and I really want to go, so I'm really excited about that. Act in a musical/play. Just trying to do that. I usually do a musical a year or a play a year. So 2025, I did Legally Blonde and this great play called DNA. Fucking loved it. We got to do some stunt work, which was really fun. And the year before that, I did Urinetown, and then the year before that, I did Spamalot. So just, fun stuff. Study 2+ monologues. I want to read more. I want to expand my horizon of reading even more. So I read mostly novels or nonfiction things, but I want to expand that into plays and stuff. And I want to study monologues, memorize them, and be able to dissect that. Write 6+ songs. I don't know why I said 6. That's a lot. When I say like write songs, I mean write something and finish it and like it. That's hard for me because I have a lot of unfinished songs, or I write a song and then I'm like, this is so good, and the next day I listen to it and I'll be like, what the fuck was I on? Because it'll be horrible. Get my permit. I'm gonna get a driver's permit. No one drives in the city that I'm in, so it's not very big, and I'm a little late to the game. I have friends who have cars. That's crazy. Go to a concert. I'm going to a Conan Gray concert, so there you go. Very excited. Oh god. This is something I have not been doing. Practice Spanish daily. I want to learn a new language so bad. I think being bilingual is so... Well, it's really cool. But it's also like... It's just fucking cool. It's so cool. And I want to be able to go to Spanish-speaking countries and speak Spanish. And I take Spanish. So, let's do it. And lastly, I want to make $500, at least. I don't have a stable job. It's very hard to find a job where I'm from. Here. I babysit, and I do, like, side gigs, and I do my acting stuff and my music stuff, but I just want to save, like, $500 just so I can have that for 2027. But yeah, that's it. I hope this helped you think of some ideas, and I hope you guys are just having a great 2026, and I hope this year is going to be fucking awesome. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Did you know half of my watchers are not subscribed? What are you doing? Go fucking crazy in the comments if you're subscribed. If you're subscribed, I'm gonna give you no, I'm sorry. Just yeah. Woo. And check out my other videos because I'm a beautiful singer.